Did I see this? Let's see.
4 Starlights per pop.
What the?
We opened a full case of this.
Am I the only one that looks at the cards? I don't just look for the... What the hell?
This is
multiple packs?
insane. This is insane. This is insane.
That shit never happens to me. Dude!
This is insane. This is insane.
Result.
This is the result.
Yeah, bring back the bell, bro. Guys, bring back the bell.
1 full case of this.
Is this going to tank the? Is this going to tank the price of these cards though? Rip Star, yeah. So my what's it called? My first thought is like, okay, that's insane. But then my second thought is, you guys know what I was saying about Gold Series, right? I was like, Gold Series, as much as people think like these gold cards are gonna, or these ghost rares are going to hold their value, I was like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Because when I'm in the black market, all I'm seeing this week is ghost rare, ghost rare, ghost rare. I was like, every one of these cards is gonna fucking tank because there's too many of them on the market. Even Dark Magician Girl. I mean, as cool as this Thorian looks, chat, look how many they got. What is this, 50, 60 copies? I'd say there's like at least 50 copies, chat. What would you guys say, 70 maybe? Speaking of cards they got, I feel like they're gonna tank. I mean, look at this. Supply, no, it's not yet. I mean, dude, press 1 if these cards are actually going to get, these are going to be worthless. Like, this is really cool from a, but like, look at it. Ruxin has them too. Bruh. Like, there's no, chat, this is simply supply and demand. There's no way if people are pulling this many, because yeah, like some Yu-Gi-Oh players like Ruxin and stuff, they buy cases. If they're pulling this many of these Starlights, I don't know, chat. We might see like $25 Starlights for like the first. I mean, what's like the cheapest Starlight in Yu-Gi-Oh, chat? Because I feel like we might see that. I thought it was just an isolated incident with these guys, but like, nah. If every single one, or not everyone, but if people are busting open cases and getting like 100, what? The person to watch is this guy. Only he has them. Punk buyouts. Market Man bad. I kind of want to see. Hold on. If there's a such thing, I love John, but if there's a such thing as like a really thin-skinned Yu-Gi tuber, it's John. John gets like he takes it so personally. Whenever someone like a random comes into his comment section, is just like, John, you're making the, like, he takes it so personally. Like, you would think after doing this for like 5 years, he would be like immune to it or like jaded. But then he makes his entire title. Like, I assume he's referring to himself. Hold on, we'll know in a second.
What's good to you two?
If he says, I'm not moving the bar, like, bro, John, like, you've been a Yu-Gi tuber for like how long? Those things should not affect you anymore.
And welcome to the house. It's been a while since we've had a Market Man bad baby rage. He twists the market to his will moment, but people are angry at me over featuring pre-sales, and I guess you might have a bad taste in your mouth from Ghost from the Past, which is a spring reprint set, and I even warned multiple times this can be a race to the bottom. I'm not a financial advisor channel. I don't know the future of card prices, but I've been around the block and I can notice trends, and with those in the megatons, they can end up that way, but still in the dollar per card sets, there's usually a couple of wins. This year, there just straight up wasn't, and it was a bottom out like pretty much never before. When it comes to core sets and side sets, though, I like to look through A for winners and B also for what it does for the entire community. When we look at the Dark Ages before Yu-Gi-Oh singles, rip, I do.
Hold on. So these are the pre-sale prices. $4.92 for Ghost Bell, Fourth, oh my god. If you pull these, take that money. Okay, Chad, hold on. Quick question. Based on these prices, or based on these prices, we'll just use the two biggest ones. Ghost Bell and Thorian King, Regulus. What would you guys say that these cards are actually going to be like in 2 weeks? YCS Hartford. If right now this is supposed to be a $500-ish card and 430, I think they're both going to be like 200. I think it'll be less than half. I think they'll be like 200 because there's no possible way that you can charge $500 a pop when motherfuckers are pulling this many copies, chat. I've got like it's not pop. I don't even know if she'll be like. Nah, she probably won't go under 200. 150. Yeah, it could even be 150. But it's not possible. It's not possible for you to charge $500 when you got people like this who are pulling literally 100 copies of her, chat. 100 copies of her. Like it's not possible to think that you can flip that card for $500. Like I think, and this again, it's like these things are gonna plummet. Cyber Dragon. This is one that I think should actually retain some of its value. Whoo! Look at this. Is this a stock you guys want to own, chat? $350. Boom. 120. Oh my god. This is actually the real stock market. Jesus Christ. Have puts. Bot puts on Cyber Dragon. 350 to 125. It's not even 125. You can get the card for 110. I remember this one was like 100. $37. Like, yeah. I mean, I think the only one that might hold up is her. Yeah, she's held up. Oh, actually, maybe not. I mean, if anyone was a crackhead and bought this for $900, I guess you kind of deserve what you got. But looks like she's a little under 400. And even though these say lightly played, chat, it's a brand new card. There's no way for these cards to be lightly played. Like, nobody's playing with these cards. So basically, just consider everything near mint. These people are just putting lightly played so that they can't, like, if they can't, people can't complain if it's like, ah, I see one little smudge on it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. These cards came out like a couple weeks ago. No one's playing with these cards. Borrowing went from $55 to $5.
What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house.
I'm
just a little bit, well, a lot of it hung over. So if I don't have my usual energy and I'm taking it slow, that would be why. We had a great stream last night. Thank you guys so much. That being said, let's get into today's market to watch. And Dimension Force has people complaining that Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices are too cheap. Let that sink
Factory
in.
People
are
scratches.
going, they're opening the boxes at Sneak Peek, they're looking up their cards on TCG Player, which is still bloated prices, by the way, and they're going, oh, I didn't make money on my box. Who would have imagined at a Sneak Peek? Good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. But when it comes down to it, yeah, the top cards being 40 right now, and we know a lot of these will end up getting cheaper.
Ew. The most expensive card in the set is Beyond the Pendulum, a Legal Knight, Regulus, the Albaz one. Oh, I'm sorry. My cam's in the way. My bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's put me down here. Chad, is this a really bad investment set? Because I got to be honest. This seems like a terrible investment set. I'm basically trying to look forward, right? I'm trying to think forward of what you would need for like card prices to go up potentially. And Beyond the Pendulum is like obviously going to go down. Unless you just think everything's going to be like, ain't no, bro, this shit's going to flop so hard. A Legal Knight seems pretty legit. I think Regulus is insane. This is a one of maybe that people will play. And then all the rest of this stuff is like Libromancer, Psychic, and like no one's playing this shit. Unless you think Libromancers are gonna pop off, but like Psychic and Punisher, no one's playing this shit.
Because they already are. People are drawing the comparison to Chaos Low Impact, where you just had Masquerena and Seyfried as money and everything else fell out. I see this as more of a Dark Neostorm, which, by the way, for the sealed box is about the same price as a Chaos Low Impact booster box, even though you can't pull a Starlight out of here.
Yo, Dane was... I don't know. I thought Dane was like a pretty bussin' set, to be honest. I mean, in hindsight, I guess all the prices did crash, but like, I like Dane as a set. I mean, it had this chick in there, and she's insane.
And this aged so well on so many fronts. No material bombed completely. I guess it saw some niche use. But then Girsu was at the top of the set at one point. Then it was Signet Mining as an overprinted secret rare, which was great, and Avermax too. And then Cherubini was doing nice. You had Brotar doing nice. Ib got banned. We don't talk about that. And then it is the set that gave us Mystic Mine.
Shooting Riser came out in that set?
This has so many different engines going forth, along with so many nice
Punisher
decks.
might be played in
and we're going to
Sword
focus
Soul.
on that a little as we do talk about Gamer's Choice pre-sales, code WhatsGood5 for 5% off, and to support the channel directly.
Is this a real card? Why does this look like fan art? Pasticel Covert. Oh, it is fan. I'm like, okay. I'm like, really? It looks like fan art.
Being a more realistic approach right now than TCG Player, they do have the same price on Regulus.
It's a world.
And then out.
Oh, it's a TCG exclusive. So, but is this her like real art though? When you say like fan art, like, is that like her real art? It doesn't look like a real Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's what I'm saying. It looks like, this looks like Amanda LaPalm did it or some shit like that.